Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn was released in 2014, and I recently read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and adored it. I also read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and hated pretty much everything about it, so I wasn't sure how I feel about this film, but this one definitely is more of a Tom Sawyer film. This was released 2014, directed by Jo Kastner, written by Kastner, based of course on the stories by Mark Twain, and we have a cast including Joel Courtney as Tom Sawyer, Jake T. Austin as Huckleberry Finn. We also have Katherine McNamara, Val Kilmer, Noah Munck, and various others. And I won't go into too much detail about the story, and I won't say which specific elements they include, but it's a story of the young boys, Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, the adventures they get up to, some dangerous situations they find themselves in, and, well, some other characters are in some dangerous situations as well. And I'd say it does a good job of creating recognizable characters with some recognizable scenarios, but maybe making it feel a little bit different. I think they did a good job of bringing everything to life. And usually I prefer adaptations that are very, very, very close to the story, but this one I think offered something different but the same. Definitely very recognizable, but maybe a little different. I think one of the main reasons why it feels a little different is that the characters are, in my opinion, a little bit older. They seem a little bit more grown up, and it does work well. I will admit I prefer it when they're younger. I think it fits their playful personalities a little bit better. Maybe more so with Tom Sawyer. Huck does just seem older because of what he's been through. But the casting there, the performances are great, the characters do seem older than what I would have liked, but it does make it feel a little bit different. I also think that this one's more of a family film than a children's film. It does also feel darker than a lot of adaptations that I've seen. And that's quite interesting because there are elements of the novel, of Tom Sawyer at least, that are a lot darker than most animations and children's films want to touch upon, which makes perfect sense on the one hand, but at the same time the books are written with a younger audience in mind. Well, I don't know if that was Mark Twain's intention, but certainly they're books that are often studied by school-age children. So it's quite interesting that most adaptations don't go as dark as the novels, whereas I feel like actually this one did. It wasn't afraid to go a little bit darker, again, making it feel a little bit different, a little bit more suspenseful, and with the boys being a little bit older than I would have expected, it also, again, makes it feel like it's maybe suitable for a slightly older audience. Visually, it's stunning, with gorgeous lighting, lovely locations, really great camera work, really good music as well. Plenty of action, plenty of drama, strong characters, great performances. Definitely feels a little different to many adaptations that I've seen. In some ways, the tone feels a little bit closer to the novel. In some ways, with the boys being older, not so much. So it's certainly an interesting adaptation. And if you're a fan of Tom Sawyer, and I guess Huckleberry Finn, then I'd say that the 2014 Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn might be one that's worth watching.